Guys, so this will be the last video for 11.2. I just want to go over some problems you might encounter with MathXL is they want you to leave your answer in terms of pi, not as a decimal like we did for the rest of them. So I want to take you through how to do that. It's not too difficult. You just have to simplify the fraction and then put pi next to it. Okay, that's the only change. But for quizzes and for the problems on Canvas, you can just leave your answers in decimals or like just look at that decimal and change to a fraction. So for number 3, I want to do number 3 together. So if we're looking at number 3 here, we set it up the same way. So it tells us that, hey, the area of the shaded portion is 84 degrees is our degree for our arc, and then also our radius here. It tells us JK is 3, so that means our radius is 3. So we plug it in just like we normally would. We have, the x times pi r squared, so 84 times pi times our radius 3 squared divided by 360, okay? So that doesn't change. So we still have the same formula, x times pi r squared divided by 360. So that's our formula down here at the bottom there. All right, so once we do that, when we square the 3, it's going to become 9, all right? And so when we do 9 times 84, because you just leave the pi over here like you normally would. So if we rearrange this, we're saying 84 times 9 times pi, okay? All I'm doing is I just move this because I can multiply in any order that I want. So divide that by 360. And I can get the 9 because 9 is just from 3 squared. So make sure you're squaring that. It's not 3 times 2, it's 3 times 3. Okay, we're multiplying 3 2 times. So when we do this, 84 times 9 will give us 756. So we're left with 756 over 360 times pi. All right. Now, we just have to simplify that fraction. So you guys can just use your calculator. You can go old school and do it, and divide by, 2 and keep going. However you want to do it is fine, but we have to simplify that fraction, that 756 over 360. And that is going to, I'm changing colors here for final answer. That is going to give us a final answer of 21 over 10. And then we leave pi out there. So if you're doing a problem on MathXL, that's how it's going to ask for the answer, okay? It's not going to ask, if we simplify it down, it'd be 6.6. But what it's looking for is 21 over 10 times pi. I want to do another one just so we'll make sure we got the hang of it. So if we're looking at number 6, okay? Looking at number 6. Again, it's the same type thing. We're looking for that degree measure of the arc. So we see that it's 115. So x equals 115. All right. And then we have our radius here, which is 28. So we plug that in because our formula is x times pi r squared divided by 360. All right. So we do 115 times pi times 28 squared, all right, divided by 360. Now, when we do that and we square the 28 and multiply it by 115, okay, that's going to give us an answer of 90,160 over 360 times pi. And that's just because I do 28 squared and I multiply that number by 115. I hope we're all clear with that. 28 squared, plug 28 squared in your calculator, 28 times 28 times 115, you're going to get 90,160. Now all we have to do is simplify that fraction, 90,160 divided by 360. It looks like a big complicated number. The ones on MathXL aren't that crazy complicated, okay? So, get out of here. All right, so when we do that, it's just going to simplify down to 2,254 divided by 9 times pi. So that's how you're doing that, 2,254 divided by 9 times pi. And like I said, not going to be that crazy of fractions on MathXL. That's why I want to go through these with